Hey guys, it's Smokeify here for MMOHut.com, and today I'm going to do a first impression gameplay video for Path of Exile. It's a 3D action RPG published by Grinding Gear Games. So I'll spend about 25 minutes, maybe even 30 minutes checking the game out, make some comments. If you guys want to learn more about Path of Exile, you guys can do so by going to the link below at MMOHut.com. So to start off with, we are on the character selection screen where I basically will be able to create my character. Now with an action RPG, similar to Diablo or similar to Torchlight, the actual character itself does not change. The looks themselves don't change. You actually just choose your actual customization. You put in your name and you choose the difficulty of it to actually start your adventure. So to start off with, there are 5 current classes with 1 additional class coming soon. We have the Templar, which is somewhat like a paladin. It uses strength and intelligence. We have the Marauder, who uses like 2-handed weapons. Very beefy guy right there. Looks somewhat Jamaican. And then we have the Ranger, which is a range class, of course. The Duelist, which is a 2-hander class, so you use 1 sword per hand, and then the Witch, which is like a caster class. So to start off with this, I'm going to go ahead and go with a Ranger. You know what? Let's go ahead and go, yeah, why not? Ranger is fine. I'm going to go Spunkify. Now you can't really choose your gender or race. That is pre-chosen for you, but that's kind of typical for action RPGs with minor differences. Diablo 3, for example, you can choose male or female, but here it's pretty set. And then the league is the difficulty. So there's hardcore, legacy. I'm going to go with default here and just go ahead and click OK. So we're going to go in the Twilight Strand. Monsters with the very rare wealth mod drop are a huge number of items. So that's indicative that certain monsters will drop extra items. Now one thing with Path of Exile is that except for the main instance town or the main zone town, everything is random. So these whole areas themselves are actually fairly random. When you come out here, the layout's random, as well as where the monsters are and the items as well. Alright, so we're going to head... Oh, this guy's getting killed. Ah, come on. Melee you to death. Alright, so there should be a weapon around here for me. Let's see here. Ah, okay, so I do get a bow. Now, one thing about Path of Exiles is you don't actually start with 1 active weapon. You start with an active auto attack, as you can see there. I have my range attack there to start off with. Oh, Driftwood Raw. I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. Go ahead and kill the Sand Spider. Now, one unique thing about Path of Exiles is that you aren't actually limited to all the skills for one particular class. So, for example, for this Ranger guy here, I don't actually have to use just Ranger skills. There are other skills which I can use that are not class specific. And that's actually pretty unique in that I'm not bound to certain skills that are just Ranger skills. I'm actually free to experiment, try different things as long as I am able to get them. Now, one other thing is you see these boxes right here. These are for my active skills. Now, active skills are not gained through levels. Instead, active skills are gained through little skill crystals. These skill crystals I pick up from quests as well as drops, etc. And what these allow me to do is slot into my armor these skill crystals, which allows me to use certain abilities. So your actual skill points that you get when you actually level up, those are used for passive skills, which we'll get into a little bit once I level. So I'm going to go ahead and kill this guy here. We're making our way back to the town. We've got these sand spitters here. It looks like they're pooping stuff out of me. Let me look at that. Look at that. It's like random bits of poop just coming out. And we're killing these drowned here, which they might as well be called zombies because that's what they are. Oh, I missed that guy. So you do have the chance to miss if they're not in line of sight, as well as just, you know, random. Oh, there we go. Level 2. So I'm going to kill this guy and show you the skill system. Now, I am familiar with the skill system. I have done a little bit of research on it. I'm going to kill a little bit of these guys, get them away. Come on. Oh, I don't want to get close to you. There we go. And one more. Sand Spitter. Lots of guys to kill. Definitely. And you're not killing like little... You're definitely not killing little flowers or stuff like that. Alright. So, this is a skill tree. As you can see, it's quite extensive. There are tons of choices. And to start with, you have the 3 here in the middle. Now, there are strength, intelligence, and of course, agility. My character is an agility-based hero, so I usually want to go with this path in this area with all the green skills, because these are all indicative of agility-based passive skills. Now to start with, I can go with either increased attack speed or increased evasion, but I'm not really a tank, so I want to go usually with increased attack speed. If I wanted to, though, I could go down intelligence and go with different movement speed, be more of a caster-based ranger if I wanted to. But because I want to stick with something a little bit typical, I'm going to go with increased attack speed here as my first skill. Oh, I'm being attacked. I'm going to move out of this way. So as you can see here, I now attack 6% faster. And these guys actually take arrows in them, which is pretty cool. That guy's got an arrow in the knee. Get it? Ha ha ha. Alright, I'm going to take this guy out there and keep moving forward. Alright, here. That guy didn't even get a chance to poop on me. Jesus. Oh, dead. Alright, so I think I have to come out. Oh, looks like I got to kill Hemlock here, or Hillock. Which is not bad. I'm just going to keep kiting this guy here. He does quite a bit of damage, I believe. He says he deals extra damage. Come on, bro. What do you got? Look at all these arrows in him. Oh, he just pulled a sword out of himself. Alright, come on. Let's do this. Easy. You're not even putting up a challenge. No rush, nothing. You're just kind of like wandering forward. There we go. Now I can pick up all these random items here. It looks like I picked up some armor as well. Ah, yeah. So as you can see here, once you pick up armor that you can use, I can't use this plate vest unfortunately. But once you pick up armor you can use, you're able to slot that in, or rather, it will slot itself in to your item slots immediately. So if you don't have an item already in that slot, it will put it in there and allow you to use it. So as you can see, I now have a helmet. Alright, so I should be able to... Ah, here it is. So here's the entrance, I think over there. Yep. So we're going to go ahead and zone in this. Now, much like Diablo or Torchlight, these areas in this area are not instants. So this is all, the town, etc., where other players can congregate and continue the questing. And you can party up here. I think I can, right click. I can invite Zyros or Exros to my party, add him as friend, invite him to Gilfhausen, or ignore him. So I'm just going ahead and click these quests here. Find a medicine chest, alright? What else do I got to do? Looks like I have to talk to this guy over here. I see. So, Targlek. Alright, bro. You got a pretty interesting name. It looks like we get to choose our first skill. So I can do Burning Arrow, which is 30% chance of physical damage added as fire damage, 10% chance to ignite enemies, and then Lightning Arrow, 50% of physical damage converted to lightning damage, hits up to 2 additional enemies. That sounds like a best skill because of all the different guys. So once I've chosen which one I want, which one of these like skill crystals, I can then slot it into something. So when I slot an item into a slot, this is how I actually gain that skill. As you can see now, I now have a right-click lightning arrow button, which will allow me to right-click and use that skill. It looks like there's a marauder. Now, if I open up this guy, this thing right here, this is my stash, where I can actually place different weapons. I already had stuff in there. And let's see here. Anything else over here that I can find? I can sell stuff. I can also talk to this guy about Nessa and the encampment, as well as talk to him about the quest. And if I come over here, what's over here? So over here you can see exactly where your quests are located at. I need to, okay, I rewarded, so that was the previous quest. This quest is a mercy mission, so I need to come up here and then make a right to go to the actual quest area itself. So Path of Exile makes itself out to be a hardcore-ish dungeon crawler, a hardcore action RPG. It's meant to be similar to like Diablo 1, Diablo 2, where you have this huge extensive skill tree. You're making your way up, and you basically have to, fight with your friends, and then make your way up to harder difficulties in the game. It does have MMO elements, and it is in some respects like Rusty Hearts or like Dragon Nest, something like that, where you are instance based. But the combat itself is quite different, as well as the skill trees. So I wouldn't compare it much to those. That's not where the idea of this type of game came from. Diablo's been around for quite some time, and Diablo's been like that for years. Alright, so I'll come up and I'll show you guys the second skill I have. Nothing in that chest. It looks like there's a corpse. Can I desecrate this corpse? Apparently I'm just going to kick that corpse on the ground. Not even... Whoa! Okay, so there's a lightning skill, as you can see. Right-clicking. I can use a lightning skill. And do quite a bit of damage. Alright, here. Open up this chest. This is the Savage Buckler. Kill this guy. So he uses my mana on the right. Now bottom left here are my minor life flask and my minor mana flask. These things recharge every 6 seconds, it says. And so every 6 seconds I do get another charge that I can use. This is actually really nice in that you don't have to actually find mana potions. They recharge on themselves, but you can get improved mana flasks so that they recharge quicker and you have more to work with. Look at that. Oh, this guy looks like he is a sulking guy. Oh, come on. Gotta watch out where I'm at. Oh, I just completely aimed. That guy just like aimed backwards for some reason. Alright, I ran out of mana. Come on, I gotta kill these guys. I'm gonna use one of my HP pots. Now, from what I've seen of the game, I have seen a little bit of it. It's not actually easy to play. There is quite a level of difficulty, even in starting zones. I mean, as you can see here, I'm having a kite, having to use mana potions. I'm not fighting guys that do piddly squat damage to me. You know, this is meant to be for those who definitely like this sort of playstyle. And that guy's dead already. Kill this Dune Scavenger. And this guy looks like he has like some kind of like shell on his back. I think it's just his cloak. But I'm just do this here. Try to multi-kill these guys. Oh, look, my lightning arrow is ready to level up. So after you use your ability for a little bit, or you have it in your skill slot, looks like you can actually level up. So it does additional damage, perhaps. Let's see here. I'm gonna open up the crate. Nothing in the crate. Bye-bye, little sand guy. Sulking Wrench. Bunch of these guys. They're all clumping up for me, which is great because I can do this. So if I wanted to, I could actually invest into a lot of mana. Now with a lot of mana investment, I could actually spam my lightning all the time and not rely so much on auto attacks. So depending on how I want to play my character, I can go for something that's auto attack based, or I can go for something that's more skill based, like heavy skill spam. Either way, my leveling up agility rather is good for my intelligence based attacks because it does scale off of that. I'm gonna do that. Alright, these guys are all dead. Orb of Transmutation. I'm now level 3. Alright, so let's go ahead and pick another skill point. So from here, I can go into accuracy or dexterity. Dexterity branches off into things like dagger damage and sword damage. That's something more of like the duelist. Whereas this is perfect aim, 6% increased projectile rating, weapon archery, additional chance to block with dual wielding or holding a shield. Alright, so I'm just going to go for some accuracy because I'm going to kind of break off into this and go into things like deadly draw, as well as King of the Hill, knock back enemies if you get a critical strike with a bow. Alright, so in order to do that, we're going to go accuracy here, which gives me 12% increased accuracy. Now, once I've actually gotten the skills I want, I can branch off starting at intelligence area, starting at strength area, wherever I want, and just get different skills. Let's kill this guy. You're dead. Come on, just group up for me. There you go. What do you got? You're dead. Oh, I don't want to like get in melee range. Come back here. Alright. So the graphics, I have to say, are pretty nice. There's a little bit of stiff animations I have to say, but I don't really see, you know, too much wrong with it. In fact, the shading on the game actually is probably the best thing. I see a lot of really good shading. I do currently have ViSync turned off, just because it's easier to record like that. You don't have to worry about like random frame drops. So you might see a little bit of screen tearing, but actually it's kind of heavily prevalent in this game. But it's not too bad. Oh, looks like we have a special mob here. Does fire damage to me. Looks like I get... don't want to get backed up in the corner here. Just going to open up that chest. Extra fire damage. Let's see what you got. Let me hit you with these here. Just keep kiting you. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh, look at all that loot he dropped. It's probably all crap, though, unfortunately. Alright, so let's see what we got. You got another crew, bro. Let's see, is it any better than mine? So to bring up my inventory, I hit I. That's 3 to 10. This is also 3 to 10. It's the same. There's some more plate vests, minor mana flasks that I can use. I can actually put this up here, so I charge 2 of them. Plate vest and 2 bucklers. And I'm not going to use any bucklers since I am, of course, a ranger. But what's cool is that I can actually use, you know, heavy armor, etc., which is fairly nice in that, you know, I'm not confined to just light armor. All right, kill those guys. Having an AoE skill seems to be pretty useful early on in this game, just because there's so many guys you have to actually fight. Let's see here. Come on. Too bad there's no character customization, because, you know, it'd be pretty cool to do that. Now I notice here that I have this bar on myself. Now what does that bar do? We'll find out. There we go. Kill that guy. Alright, so what's this bar? So I gain a chain bout. 15% maximum energy shield. I see it. So it looks like what an energy shield is. What's this? Rope guard. Chance to block evasion rating. I guess this must be from something for, yeah, like a shield, I guess. So I also get a rusted hatchet, which is pretty terrible. So it looks like it's like some type of passive shield where I won't take immediate direct damage when I get attacked. In fact, what will happen is I'll take indirect damage to my energy shield, and then once my energy shield depletes, then I take it from my HP. I believe the energy shield is something that's mana based, meaning that, you know, the more mana you have, the more it actually increases passively your energy shield. Alright, here. Take these guys out. So unlike Rusty Hearts or Dragon, that's one thing I will say is that you are sent out here to do missions, but these areas are much more in depth. In fact, in order to get to certain areas, you have to go through these areas. So you're not just, you know, going to a town and clicking on a portal and that's where you go and then you go back to the town. Yes, you'll go back to the town to pick up quests, etc. But the actual exploration part of the game, the portion of the game where you're going to go through and, you know, find a new area, isn't found in a new portal. Rather, it's found by exploring previous areas that you're moving through. Like, so if you saw on the map, you know, I'm moving here to the right, but I had to go through these two areas first in order to actually get there. Oh, looks like I got a Mare Mob. Come on, guy. I can, of course, he can actually miss my attacks, no problem there. I got some unidentified iron gauntlets, which I can't use yet. Alright, so I think I have to go this way somehow. But where? Let's see here. Some random barrels. I can imagine people spending tons of time just breaking all these barrels. These are all randomly generated, so these won't be here next time. The different ones will be here next time. Now, as far as like, will these mobs be here next time I come? When you come actually in here, every 15 minutes I read that if you actually are not inside the dungeon or the actual little instance area here, these mobs will respawn and it'll be randomly generated once again. So as long as you stay in here within 15 minutes, you will be able to not have to worry about re-killing all these guys. Alright, come back. You can also just, you know, kite around them. You don't have to kill them at all. They stop pathing after you after a while, it looks like. Alright, so we made our way here. I'm going to pop a mana potion. Oop, I'm going to use part of my mana potion. Dune Scavenger. Take the arrows to the face. To the face, to the face. Alright, I'm going to kill those guys. And kill this. There's withered husks. Man, what is all these guys off, like, there must have been a ton of ships that just, like, crash for all these, like, what's up with the water? What's in the water for them to turn into, like, freaking zombies? Alright, so one thing you may notice is that there is no minimap. This is intentional. I mean, there's somewhat of a minimap, but there's no minimap in this area itself because it's meant for exploration. They want you to find these different areas, so they want you to find where you're supposed to go without having to rely on the minimap. You have a pseudo minimap here, but this is just giving you a general direction that you have to actually travel, not the actual direction. Oh, corpse. I'm just going to desecrate you for a driftwood wand that I don't even need. Sorry about that. I don't mean to just, like, kick you. I don't search you, I just kick you down. So, you know, there is some exploration actually needed. Alrighty here. Oh, more mobs. Kill this guy. There we go. Alrighty here. So, I wonder where this medicine cabinet is. Oh, God! Oh, man. Who is shooting ice bolts at me? Alright. Kill that guy. I gotta find out who is shooting ice bolts at me. Whoa, so it's you. So you're like a ice version of the guy. Of the fire guy I just fought. Alright. Taste my arrows. What is he doing? He's like, hey, oh, I got frozen. Oh, I need to move. Okay. He's like, hey, look at me pump that iron. What is this guy's name? What's your name? Extra cold damage. I want to look at your name, but I'm too afraid. Hailrake? Alright, your name is Hailrake. Alright, Hailrake. Let's see what you got. Just gonna keep kiting you. Doesn't look like he's doing too much damage. Maybe just a normal auto attacks. Gotta keep cutting. You don't. Come on. Let's see what you got. Should have got the fire skill versus this guy. Come on. Come on. This guy takes a lot of hits. Oh no. I'm just frozen. Half HP. Alright, gonna pop my mana potion. Go back up to full. Why does he like keep punching himself like, hey, check out these really weak arms that I have. Come on. It's almost like a crab. Oh, he slowed me. Alright. So this is like, you know, cool to have like little mini bosses. Or I mean, this may be the main boss, you know, I'm not sure. But having these little like random mobs that actually have different skills, different, you know, abilities that you have to contend with, breaks this up quite nicely in that this guy isn't, you know, exactly easy to fight. I can't just stand there and let him hit me, because I believe he'll do a lot of damage. Let's see here. Oh, he took my energy shield in one shot. Alright, so there's that medicine chest. There's also leather armor, which I actually immediately put on, which is always awesome. And there's also another one, which, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and grab that, and I'm going to grab the other one, because this one's actually better, but I need to identify it. Alright here, so I grabbed the medicine chest. Should be able to head back in town. Come this way. As you can see, if I click on this, it looks like I have found the medicine chest. Take it back to the shore encampment. Hopefully I'll be getting another ability, which I can show you guys. So let's go ahead and continue this way. Oh, there we go. Gotta click on that. Alright, you have entered terraces, or terraces rather. Let's come this way. So let's see, anything else I can show you in the meantime? What about my character screen? Come on, there's gotta be, there we go. So hitting C brings up the character screen, shows you your active abilities, miscellaneous charges on your energy shield, as well as your defense, how much you can actually, you know, how much energy, or rather how much damage you can not take. And then it shows you your offense, how much damage you do per second. So it's quite in-depth, and it is going to be something I suspect for those hardcore action RPGers to really enjoy. Because there's a lot of, you know, like I said before, customization options as far as your abilities and your skills, what you want to do. Those skills aren't limited all to one class, and there are multiple skills. Well, this guy has like green orbs on him. Gains a frenzy charge for his life missing. Well, he died anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Alrighty here. Let's see, do I gotta go this way? Nope. Let's go this way then. So yeah, I mean, one thing I saw online is like I saw a Templar who could like summon a zombie to fight for you, you know, kind of be like a defender. There's a lot of different things that you can actually have at your disposal. Alrighty here, where do I gotta go now? Looks like I gotta go down here. I've already killed those guys, so it kind of gives me an idea of where to go. And I think it's, no, maybe down here. Come on. That's one thing about not having a mini-map is you don't remember how to get back to the town. Alright, so I'm back into town now. And I have a quest to turn in. Go and turn you in. And I can choose to get either a medium mana flask or a medium life flask. Let's go with a medium mana flask. So I did that. Then I can go to my inventory and drop this down here. Nope. Maybe I gotta move this out. How do I put the medium mana flask in? I have to identify it first. I'm not really sure how to identify in this town. Can you identify? Can you identify? Let me sell my items to you that I don't need though. I don't need this. And the gauntlets I can take if I can identify them. I don't need a glass shank. I don't need a driftwood one. I don't need these iron greaves. And rope vanguard or shield. I am a ranger. So I sold all that stuff and got my inventory back, which is nice. And it looks like I can get a new ability perhaps. Yep. Poison arrow, burning arrow, lightning arrow, and dual strike. Let's see, only attacks with both weapons. Let's see, heavy strike here, as you can see. This attacks the enemy with a forceful blow, knocking back requires a mace, axe, sword, or two-hand. So if I wanted to, my archer, I could actually get a mace or axe. But because I'm, like, you know, a range class, then I want to usually get these down here, these burning, as you can see, they're agility-based. These red ones are strength-based attacks. So these are strength-based attacks, and these look like they're agility-based. I can do a poison arrow, fires an arrow which explodes in a cloud of poison. Enemies who enter the cloud of poison for a short time taking chaos damage. Your arrows themselves also add additional chaos damage. So that's actually pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and take this and drop this into my armor in the middle. Alrighty here. So now what? What, do I have any other quests? I complete that mission, and let's see here. It looks like I have another mission where I have to go up top. Alright, so I'll go ahead and just show off this skill here. It is now my middle mouse button, as you can see, my poison arrow, because we're kind of running a little bit short on time. I suspect I'll actually come back to this game. This is currently closed beta, so there is a chance for it to be wiped, and you do have to actually have a key to play. But I'll probably come back to it later on in closed beta or full release to kind of show off a higher level character, because there's a lot to this game, definitely. Currently, there's no PvP system in the game. They said that they might implement it later. And I do believe also they plan on implementing, like I said before, the other class, which is like a dexterity-based class. Look at all these dead bodies all over the place. Can you imagine if you're just like a random stranger to come to this town and it's like, geez, what the? Why are all these people just like dead all over the place? There's a massacre. And he's breaking all the barrels. They would just say, there's all these dead bodies and all these broken barrels. Alright, here. So don't go that way. Maybe it's this way. Oh, hello there. Let us see this poison cloud, shall we? Poison cloud away. Oh, one shot. Not bad. Look at that. That poisonous cloud that just lingers there. I'm going to go and put another skill point. Alright, so this way I can do melee, increase my melee damage, or increase my, of course, projectile damage. Well, being that I am a range ranger, I do want to increase my projectile damage, of course, so I'm just going to go and do projectile damage there. So it's pretty straightforward. So I'm going with a pretty traditional style class, just because it's early in the game. I imagine as you continue playing, you will be able to make your class a lot more diverse with a lot more crazy skills and crazy skill points put into really strange things. I mean, I guess I could be like a tank ranger if I wanted to, where I basically tank from afar. And as I tank from afar, and they get close, they don't do too much damage for me. I mean, there's a lot of different options and abilities. Alright, so kill that guy. Put that poison cloud on you. Says that, yeah, it actually does. So it lingers and does damage to him. Alright, come on. Come on. One more. There we go. What would you drop? Looks like you dropped a wood focus. So wood focus, 5% increased spell damage versus 15 energy shield. So I wonder if this is considered spell damage, because that would be pretty cool if I can actually increase the damage that this does. But I think it's only based off of weapon damage. But I can sell that, or I can trade that with other people in town if I wished. It's unknown to me if there's like an auction house system right now, or a mail system. I mean, again, this is just the starting area. I didn't see a mail system, but you do have the option to whisper people in the game. The actual talking portion of the game, the conversation is right here. As you can see, this is what's been happening to me. I can go global, talk to everybody, party, or whisper if I wish. Alright guys, well I'm probably going to call it for now. If you guys want to learn more about Path of Exile, you can do so by reading the full review down below at MMOHut.com. This has been Spunkify. Boom! I'm just going to sit inside this poison here. I'll see you guys later. Spunkify.